Lock it down!
God, we need some new games. Fresh games.
Hey, what? Do you mind? What do we got here to review?
Need for Speed 3.
Need for Speed 3, a driving game for the PlayStation.
Awesome game.
Let me tell you something. I'm glad that the Need for Speed series finally got back on par.
Yeah, I know. After Need for Speed 2, I was totally worried that they wouldn't be able to pick up the pace again. This game rocks.
This is a totally new game. I mean, Need for Speed 3, the best part about Need for Speed 3 is the hot pursuit mode. The cops are chasing you all over the place.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is just awesome.
It's killer, man. I love going through the desert track where it's got all these rock formations and you're weaving in and out of the rock formations and there's Range Rover cop cars chasing after you and they're trying to knock you off the road. It's a terrific game. Definitely pick it up for the place.
I tell you what, the best part about Need for Speed though is the control. It's got that really tight arcade Ridge Racer type control.
Pure fun.
Pick it up. The intro is awesome too.
The whole thing.
I love the intro.
Part and parcel. Electronic Arts picks with this one.
Totally.
9.5 out of 10.
Really? Really?
Yeah, what would you give it?
I'm at 9.3.
9.3?
Yeah.
All right. Quake 64 for the Nintendo 64.
Well, I tell you what, they're probably going to want to lock me up for this one, but
yeah, me too, I guess.
I'm not a Quake player, so when I got the N64, it's exactly like the PC. It's very, very fluid motion.
Don't get me wrong, but didn't you like GoldenEye? Wasn't GoldenEye one of your favorite games?
Absolutely, but look at the graphics in GoldenEye.
Yeah, the graphics
are Quake 64.
The graphics are better in GoldenEye.
A lot
cool.
better.
It's James Bond, okay? I'll give you that.
The sound is a lot better.
But Quake 64 is just as much action. It's faster than GoldenEye.
The thing is that in Quake 64, you don't have the network play multiplayer option.
It's evil. There's tons of gore. The effects are beautiful. The lighting is great. It's a great adaptation. It looks like a 3D effects accelerated version of Quake on the PC. There's a few special levels and some extra additions. People that have never played Quake but liked Doom and like those first-person games are going to like the heavy action in this game. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's a great addition to the
I'm at the other end of the scale, and again, it's probably because I don't like the genre of games, so keep that in mind when I give this score of about a 5.
About a 5. Yeah. Too good.
I'm not being brutal, I just mean honest.
All right, what about another 3D first-person action-adventure game? You can for the 3D for the Saturn.
Yeah, I'm looking good.
Let me tell you about this game. The guys at Lobotomy, the guys who developed
it, they did a great job.
They worked on Power Slave. Yeah. I mean, these guys
and they did Quake too, as well. For
these guys got the engine down. The engine runs smooth. Don't have to worry about, oh, geez, is it going to be choppy or anything. No. It ran better on my Saturn than it did on my PC.
Yeah.
On the PC, it was different from all the other first-person shooters because it had humor in it.
Good character. Duke was a great character.
Throwing out your hair. Gonna rip him a new one.
You went into the bathroom, you can actually, go to the bathroom and take a pee, right?
Funny what some people like.
All the funny gags have been taken out of the Saturn version.
They had to tailor it a little bit. It's, every console version of the game has been sort of censored a little bit, I think.
Well, that's why you gotta have a PC and game consoles.
Yeah, you gotta get a PC.
Gotta get them all.
A PC game it rocks. It's awesome. So I think it's only worth about a 7.5 out of 10.
I give it a 6.5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. What about Die by the Sword? Yeah.
Interplay. Now, here's a game. I tell you what, this game had a great tutorial in it. I mean, it was hilarious. I loved going around and chopping the arms and limbs off the dummies and the heads and everything. But I tell you what, the control is very unique.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that they give you 3 different control options.
Yeah.
But I still felt it very difficult.
Oh, it's really tough. I mean, you go into rooms and you've got enemies that are just slicing and dicing. They're making you into sushi right there in front of your face.
That's right.
And there's nothing you can do because you're sort of hitting the walls and stuff, and you can't move around. But kind of the way that you dance, sort of like that.
Yeah, well,
But it's
the coolest thing about Die by the Sword, though, is when you're going around and you're getting cut, it shows your blood all over. How satisfying is that?
I give Die by the Sword an 8 out of 10, mostly because it's trying to be innovative. It's showing us a new way to control games, and I love that.
7.5 for me. Hey, Vic. We gotta get out of here.
Break down.
Come on, man. Stay.
Hey, man, are we gonna need the pizza thing, or
what? The pizza thing? What are you talking about, Vic? We gotta get out of here.
You think I can fit down there, man? I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
Hey.
All right, make way.
I think I found Al Capone.
My hair won't fit through.
Okay, well, that's the end of the show, and thanks for coming by. We hope you tune in next week on the Electric Playground.
You think this is funny?
Production assistance for the Electric Playground is provided by Nintendo of Canada, makers of 1080 Snowboarding. Keep.net, makers of Netfighter. Electronic Arts, makers of Need for Speed 3. Namco, makers of Tekken 3.
That's the way most programmers tend to feed themselves. You just sit and eat chocolate buttons all day and program.